Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hope you are good, hope you're well. Welcome to Lawyers Info Hub. It's a pleasure to always create content on this channel. This is Lawyers Info Hub, a platform where we simplify law tips, we teach law, we simplify law concepts, we bring in experience so that you understand what works, what does not work. We bring in people to share their experiences. You cannot work alone. You cannot be an island of knowledge. You need the knowledge of others, experiences of others to know how to chart your course in your career. So today we are looking at billing of clients, retainership arrangement, consultation fee, what works. Your ability to work smart is what matters. A lot of people have lots and lots of work they're doing. They're here for these clients. They don't have time for themselves. From Monday to Friday, they are working, working, working. But if you now just oppose it with what is coming in terms of the finances, you know that this person is not working smart. This person is not working, is not even receiving what is commensurate to the level of energy being, exerted in doing this so much work. So, as a lawyer who is smart, who is a diligent, excellent lawyer, you must know how to build your clients. Many lawyers are very intelligent. Many lawyers they know so much how to go about every issue. They know how to, canvas points, defend clients, do all the legal jobs, but they don't know how to build clients. Billing of client is very, very, very important. Now you see that um, in some other sector, yes, you can see that. For example, the medical sector, you see that in a hospital, the doctors try to detach themselves from the issue of billing. They leave it to the administrative clerk after they were arranged on how it's going to work. So that when you come and meet the doctor provides what the desired, services. This is the medical services to you, does what it's supposed to do. So you sort out the issue of payment with the administrative staff. That is very working smart. So you don't have to come and start discussing issue price or cost charges with the patient. That's how it should work for a lawyer. You must structure your practice in a way that it's easier for you to build clients and get those clients to pay the bills. Now, for a young lawyer who is starting up, or for a lawyer who already you set up your firm, you set up your practice, but you're still having issues with issue of billing of clients, you must know how to strategize everything. Strategizing your billing is very important because you need the finances to run the firm. You need the finances to run whatever platform or setup you have. A lot people want you to give them more. People want you to get more of your services. People are proud to say, I have a lawyer. They want to call you and you appear. They want to call you and you go where they want you to go. They want to call you immediately and you come. But they don't know that it takes a lot for you to abandon other things you need to do to concentrate or to even do the jobs you're doing. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of effort. At the end of the day, you see that what you're gaining is what far below expectation. Now, one of the good ways or the strategies for you to build your client is, well, I'll look at it in two ways. Many people prefer one-off payments, while some other people prefer instrumental payment in such a way that at least something is coming in every time. But some other person prefers, I want it one-off so that if I do the job, I know that I have been paid for this job. One of the advantages of billing clients for one-off payment is that you know that this person is not owing me, rather I'm the one owing the person by delivering on the job. So many people go for this so that once they are paid, they are paid. Now, in going off for this structure, you must be willing to give in your best. People can't just pay you for services which you will not do, and even if you want to delegate it, you don't delegate it to competent hands. If someone is paying you for a job, it should be that you're willing, you're capable, you are available to do the job. So this is one of the restraints that make people not to go in for one-off payments. They always say, okay, a lawyer or counsel can't will restructure. I can be paying every month. I can be paying, and let me pay it two times and all of that. But if they see that you can do it and you'll be available to do it, you know, you'll be available to do it, then it's important that you can maintain that structure. And people, your clients can give into that structure. Some other people, like I said, prefer instrumental payment. For every job they get with clients, they structure in such a way that maybe clients will pay in instrumental or in percentages. So they do 10% or 50%. Then they might say after the completion of the job, you pay the remaining balance. One of the challenges of this structure is that many people, many clients, when you start their job, they are eager. And when they are seeing progress and the job is coming to an end, or what you're doing to them, you're almost done, to pay, they start telling stories. So there are a lot of stories in instrumental payment. And there are some services you render that you may not be able to withhold the results. There are things you can do and withhold them, but there are some other things you can do that you can't withhold it. And you now start running around or disturbing or calling the client to pay, and the clients can keep dribbling. Now, for a young lawyer who is starting up, you need to structure your firm in such a way that you won't have these issues of clients not being able to pay. Once you charge a client, some other people will tell you once you charge, if it's a case that is going to court, because of you don't know how long the matter was going to stay in court and what is going to you're going to put in terms of time, energy. Okay, many people charge and tell the client, okay, you pay 50%. When we get to the trial stage, you pay the remaining 50%. Or some people say before the adoption of the final written address, you pay. What about some people who say no, you pay 80%, pay miscellaneous, then the 20% will be after judgment. Depending the structure, but for what work for you should be your convenience. Don't put yourself in the suit of always chasing after clients to pay. Structure your work in such a way that clients, when they know that they've paid something, they will know that they'll be diligent to stay put, and when the job is done, they pay the remaining. Now, beyond payment, today we're looking at billing. You must also show competence. People, you can't charge so much and you're not competent enough to handle it, or even get people who are competent enough to handle it. It also puts down the morale of a client to pay, because if the client is not seeing results, they're not seeing what you're doing, and you're after money. So in billing your clients, you must also be able to live up to expectation, or you're giving your client in terms of being able to do that job and be available to do that job. Now, for I love talking to young lawyers, because you see that when you start right, when you start off on the right footing, it helps you sustain, the energy, it helps you sustain what you want to achieve. You know, retainership arrangement agreement is very important. I love retainership in terms of the way it is structured and the way it works. It works for me, and I believe it has also work for you. For a young person who is starting off your practice, you're starting up your practice, you you have young, or you also have clients, maybe they have young businesses, or it might also be an established client. Okay, feel this person is always calling me, this is my good client, he's always calling me for this, calling me for this one. You see that maybe in a month or in 2 months you have this person, and this person, sometimes the person pays higher, some other time the person say, lawyer, I don't have so much, take this. Or you keep dragging the sheet of fees. Lawyer, you always do my job, but you charge me more. They keep complaining. So what you can do for such people is to factor in a retainership arrangement with them. Since I'm now your lawyer, I do a lot of things for you. They have any issue, they call you. Even that sometimes you give them free advice. What you need to do for such class of clients is to have a retainership agreement with them, which is a year agreement. Sometimes people do quarterly or biannually, depending on your arrangement. But people can just do one yearly retainership arrangement. Explain to the client the need for that, because the person needs to understand why it should be a yearly payment. Because one, they always call you when it's all convenient, when it's not convenient, they call you weekends, they call you anytime. Lawyer, this is what's happening. You just prefer solutions. They're not paying you. They say, you just don't pay. They don't understand that even that solution you're giving them is something. That's your problem. You're even giving a professional service. So you let them know that, see, you always call me and I do your jobs for you. It's even better for you that we are in a retainer agreement. Yearly, you pay me 2 million. Yearly, you pay me 3 million for every job we are going to do. Now, in put it in and fitting in or structuring the retainership agreement. You can also put limits to what you can do within that retainership arrangement. Sometimes people when putting up a retainership agreement will say if they work, it's the scope is beyond this, then I'm going to charge separately for that. Sometimes the retainer can say, okay, I can be doing letters, when you need my services. But if the matter will lead to going to court, I'm going to charge separately for it. This is just an example. So when you're structuring your retainership agreement, you need to know what is the scope. There are some things that are above the limit of the retainer. If I'm going to do so thing for it, then you're going to pay for it outside the yearly or depending on the structure you want retainership payment you make. So when you let the client know the advantages of a retainer, the client will understand that this is a good one. So if every year I'm going to pay my lawyer so amount of money, I'm calling in millions, depending on your jurisdiction and your capacity and the level of even the client. You know what works for you. Some people even collect less. Some people collect much more than that. Some people can even collect 1 million. People can collect 200, 500,000. Some people can collect, depending on the person. Some people can collect 10 million, 50 million, 100 million as retainer. Many law offices, many law firms, many lawyers have retainers with clients, corporate organizations, companies. For those companies, it's better for them. That we pay this person yearly, and for anything we need to do that is legal work, we're going to call this lawyer. This is our lawyer. So when someone say, "This is my lawyer," let it be true that you're real, because you can't just some people want you to be giving them free advice, free consultation. Lawyer, what do I do? I'm doing this. You keep giving advice. At the end of the day, you're not getting anything for it. So retailership arrangement works to cover up these lapses, so that anytime a person calls you, you know that your professional advice is being paid for and it is taken care of under the retainership arrangement. So retainers are very important. So look out for those clients you have, those small SMEs, those companies you have. Introduce them to retainer so they can sign into your retainership agreement yearly, so that they know that every year they pay you. Maybe they say you can be paying every 6 months. They pay you your yearly retainer fee, and you do their job. You know that you're doing this thing, you're being paid. So retainership is very important. Consider it in your practice. Consider it in structuring your practice. It helps. That way, all those unsolicited professional advices you give, you now know that they are being paid for. Now I'm going to look at issue of consultation fee. Consultation fee. Many people are of the when a lawyer starts charging consultation fee, many clients will run away. Many clients will not pay. Let me tell you something. The way you start your practice and if you can sustain it, that's how the practice will grow. If it doesn't work for B and it works for A, there's something A is doing that makes it work for him. So one thing people don't understand about consultation fee, the people think is because you are putting so much money. That's why people can pay. Why should I pay these thousands or hundreds of or millions just to consult this person? What if I'm not going to? That's what most of these clients think. What if I'm not going to use this lawyer at the end of the day? See, depending on your level, depending on your jurisdiction, depending on the level of people you're interacting with, depending on the level of the client, let your clients pay consultation fees. Not about the how much, but the fact that a consultation fee was paid. That way, it puts you on a professional level in the presence of that client. When the client know that my lawyer, you can't just walk to him, you have to pay professional fee, consultation fee, sorry, consultation fee. Or when people walk into your firm and your office manager, or they come to you like, sir, before we start anything, this is consultation fee. That's why I always love it when people when setting up a practice, you factor in legal managers. You can't do everything yourself. This is if you have a legal manager, this is the work of your legal manager. When a client call, even if it's a working client comes in, okay, you want to see the boss, okay, so this is a consultation fee. It now depends on you to feel it is something affordable. Yes, something affordable. So at the end of the day, many people come to see you, you prefer. Sometimes you see that many clients come when you finish all the 1 hour you're talking, leave what you're doing. At the end of the day, they walk out and they don't come in again. At least you show that your professional fee, your consultation fee has been paid. So it's not about how much, fix it. So when people know that this is a consultation fee, serious clients will pay. Don't make it look like they can go to Mr. C and Mr. C does not collect. Even the clients might tell you, but that lawyer don't collect consultation fees. Say, "Okay, that, but I do collect." So The fact that you're doing it and another person is not doing it does not make you a very proud lawyer, or one very lawyer who is more after money. No, you've structured your practice for you to have organization. Big law firms charge consultation fee, whether you like it or not. So as even as a young lawyer, as a young startup, as a lawyer who just starting up your practice, learn to charge consultation fee. That way, one, you see that the client will place you on a very high pedestal. The client will understand that this is not a no-nonsense lawyer or where I can just go in, breeze in and breeze out. Sometimes some jobs don't work in terms of maybe the person is not willing to pay how much you're offering or how much you're asking them to pay, and they walk away. Does not mean you can't do, but at least you, for the time, effort. You see some people, you give them advice, they call you, they do, end of the day, they're not paying anything. And they want to, when you want to get the job done, they go to another lawyer. But when they know that if I'm coming to this person, there's going to be a consultation fee. Then they sit up like, having paid consultation fee, I think I need to go on with this person. We are proponents of digital practice. We are proponents of using technology to factor in your practice. When people reach out to you, your DMs, when people chat to you online, is it like, okay, you can, you need to set up. I want to tell people to set up your practice as a business. Let them know that this is a consultation fee. No matter, I'm not, I'm it's left for you to fix what it is. So it should not be too exorbitant. Let it be something affordable. When you go to a hospital to see a doctor, you buy a card. When you buy the card, some people will not pay. You pay consultation fee. So sometimes the factor, it looks like you're just paying for the card. The consultation fee have been factored into even the card. You can't just walk in and see a doctor and just live like that. You get a card. That card shows you're registered in that hospital. That card shows you once you are registered, then every day they'll tell you every time you want to see a doctor, you pay. Some people say 5,000, some people say 3,000, some people say 2,000. That is the hospital. These are things that show that you can't just go and come in, even if it's even at the end of the day, they didn't give you a drug. For the fact that the doctor opened his mouth to waste his 5 minutes or 10 minutes to talk to you, then you have to pay for that time. So that is how the lawyer's job is. So you must factor in this in setting up your practice. You want to have an excellent practice. Factor it when you have standards. See, people respect standards. It's when you don't have standards, like people just do anyhow. When you have standards, people respect your standard. It's up to you to set standards. Set your standards. Your clients, the clients that are meant for you, they will come. Yes. So sometimes people like if they say that my cost, my charges are high, but they go across, and my the other colleagues don't mind what your other colleague is doing. You have made up your mind to run an effective law practice. You have made up your mind to run an effective organization. So must have structure. It must have standard. Your admin manager, your admin secretary must understand what it is. You must have your form. When a client comes, what is the form your client fills? You have everything. It's not by word of mouth. The client will fill the form. You must have the client's, records. Management of clients. I keep talking to people about management of clients. It takes a lot. You must have structure in place to manage your client. You know the details of your client, where they coming, is on referral, what's the problem. In that form they are filling, at least they should say the summary of why they want to see you, who is the lawyer. Then you now state the consultation fee, which your admin secretary or the legal manager, whoever it runs, helps you run your practice manager kind of. So this is what you pay. People will pay. So stand firm. Don't lose guard because of what other people are doing. Let me tell you, when you have standard, people will respect. I keep saying this thing. These top firms that we know today, they didn't start to become top overnight. They grew. And in the process of growing, they've put up structures that work for them. So you must put in structures. If retainer does not work for you, which I know is a very good structure, you can do the one-off payment. Sometimes when you're discussing with your client to know, okay, this is what, either you do it this way or we do it one-off. Let them know the pros and the cons. Let them know the advantages. Let them know why it should go that way or why it should be this way. They will not make up their mind. Okay, I want to do a one-off payment, or I want to do a retainer. Every year. You depending on the agreement, is it renewable? Uh, you know, by itself, or parties need to, one party must, or the other parties must come together to agree that there should be renewal. However it is, but it's very good. It is a very good practice. Retainers are very important because, they gives you that professional look. it helps you even in retaining clients, even in managing your time. It helps you even in the professional advices or professional solutions you're providing, you know that you're being paid for. So don't be really when you see people do some things that are unethical or sharp practice, what they call it. Set up your own. Have in mind what you want to achieve. Let it be excellent. And before time, people will fall into your standards. People fall into standards. Where there are no standards, people tend to do as they want. So you don't end up at the end of the day regretting, what you're doing. Yes. Just as an additional thing to this class, I would just say also that sometimes many clients are one-off clients. You must understand there are one-off clients, there are clients that come to stay. So you must understand the type of clients you have. So if it's a one-off client, sometimes they come, they go, you see them again. Some other time they keep coming, they even keep referring people. So you must understand the type of clients you have, and also your jurisdiction also matters. What happens in a thriving commercial state may not be what is happening in another state, but wherever you are, you must know what is obtainable there. How do I fit in? You must use wisdom to know how best your practice can function. You must know the capacity and the level of people in that jurisdiction, where everybody must not be in a commercial hub or states that are commercially driven. But you can, no matter the state you are, wherever you are, you must know what works best. How do I achieve having a decent practice? How do I achieve having a structured practice in this jurisdiction, whether it's a rural area, whether it's an urban area? So that is the work you need to do. Sometimes when people are asked to bring their business plan, they just feel business. The lawyer does not. A lawyer needs a business plan. You must know how do I want to run this practice? How do I want to run my practice? Which way? How do I go? If you need help, financial consultants, they can direct you. Your managers, those that need to structure. If you need people that can structure your firm for you, if you can't do it, seek for help. We believe in excellence, and in attaining excellence, the right things must be put in place. So, friends, billing of clients is very important. Don't be a lawyer who does not work smart. People want to use you because a lawyer, everybody wants, my friend is a lawyer, my friend is a lawyer, they call you, but when it's time for them to pay you money, they go to other people. So be smart in your work. Know how to build clients. Know how to build clients. When to insist, know when to insist, being able to know when to insist on a certain fee, know what you cannot go below. Yes, you must have a benchmark. I can't do this particular work for less than this. So you must have a benchmark. Let the clients, even people work with you, know what you can't go below. you know. I've also talked about retainership agreement. It's a beautiful arrangement. If you can do it, beautiful. You can also do the one-off, depending on your choice and how best you think that client, can pay. Sometimes some clients, maybe they're not available or they're not within that jurisdiction, or you want things to be done but they're not available, might choose a one-off payment, or you might, okay, let's do a return every year. I know that I'm going to pay so amount of money, or depending on what everything is, depending on the circumstance, but let the right things be there, let the right structures be put up. The issue of consultation fee, very key. Don't let's is a professional we are in a profession, not just the roadside work. So let what you do be professional. Yes. So friends, it's been a wonderful time in this class today. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, share the video. Someone else wants to listen to hear what we have discussed today. Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well. Wherever you are, know that you can be the best. Do not allow the pressures of life to take you off the course. Have a goal, have a vision, set out for your goals, set out for your vision. You know what? You can achieve it. You can even surpass your limitations. Do take care of yourself. Bye for now.